Right. Hey, thank you very much for being here. I'm going to be referencing back to the screen that I have a little bullet points that I'm going to be going through. So from helping thousands of people in my community to helping people across the world is really what it comes down to. From a gym owner, I was here in Central Oregon, had a gym for 17 years, pandemic hit, then curveball threw us all for a loop, had to adjust. And now I have apps, courses, so forth and so on. And the best thing is I still get to reach out to the worldwide people and help people develop simple, practical, and applicable skills. Um, Built system that, like I said, is simple, practical, and applicable to get away in 3 moves or less, 3 seconds or less. Anything more than that is going to be too much of a roller coaster ride of emotions that you're going to encounter. So seconds count when it matters most. And the difference is confidence comes from knowing when you are ready. The other thing too, self-defense matters. Why self-defense matters? Man, in this day and age, we need it more than ever. Kids are going off to college. Kids are getting abducted. People are getting, girls are getting human trafficking, taking advantage of the elderly. This is just a lot of this frustration, and there's a lot of stuff out there that doesn't really work. That's you have to become a certain elite martial artist. This course, you do not have to be an elite martial artist. This isn't just theory. This is real world preparation. Uh, 40 plus years of experience since I was 10 years old. I've been training my whole pretty much life and done from everything from worked in Hollywood as stunt double, for Corey Feldman, the stunt double for Steve McQueen, Chad McQueen's son, or excuse me, Steve McQueen, who is Chad McQueen's son, worked with women's, families, professional, amateur fighters, MMA fighters, wrestlers, coached wrestling across the board. And the biggest thing is what I tell people is, I'm bringing my last name is Smith. I want to bring strength, mindset, integrity, training, and health to you. Um, Real experience with real results that are simple, practical, and applicable. It's not going to take years or even like, I got to do this for 5 hours. No, you walk away with 2 or 3 of these lessons, you're going to be able to apply it that same day. God forbid if something happens. So here's what I want you to imagine. What would you do if somebody grabs you, grabs your hoodie, grabs your purse, pulls you from the hair, pins you against the ground, pins you up against the wall, or tries to drag you, take you into a car? How would you get away? So normal things, we are gonna 3 encounters were gonna happen is we're gonna freeze, fight, and flight, and it's in no particular order. It's just based on our experiences during our lifeline and our timeline. So, um, but you don't have to freeze. We have to know that we can do things to get away. And we're going to be able to do this. And we're going to freeze. We're going to encounter all of those three. It's just in no particular order. They may happen during, they may happen afterwards. Um, but the biggest thing is people, you're not alone. Other people have been through this thing, and it's the tools and equip that you have to know what to do, how to do it, and how your safety bubble works for you across the board. Now, imagine someone is grabbing you. What do? Someone grabs me, man. Well, I can yell for help, scream. Well, if they're choking me or grabbing me, I gotta breathe. First and foremost, there's so many scenarios from a grab. I mean, and that's where these videos are going to come in hand and show you exactly what to do on that. And if you're unsure on teaching kids and teaching the elderly, I've done it. Self-defense, I believe, should be so simple that a 5-year-old can do it, that a 95-year-old can do it. Because during our lifeline, our timeline, we're going to have different strengths, different attributes that's going to be able, we can really tussle a lot. And then later on, we got aches and pains from the sports, from a car accident, whatever may happen, whatever may be. And we're going to have to be able to still be able to handle ourselves and by ourselves. Mom and dad aren't going to be around, boyfriend, elderly people, parents, cousins, brothers, friends aren't going to be around when a real attack happens. So people look at YouTube and there's a lot of great stuff and there's a lot of not so great stuff. But the most important thing is that the right stuff for you. Only you can determine that. If you vibe with it, if it relates to you and you can resonate, by all means go for it. If it doesn't, then that's pretty much don't fight, go against the grain because it ain't gonna happen if you just keep on forcing it. It's got to flow just like a light switch. You turn it on, boom, I got to turn. That light switch doesn't think. It just tells you turn on, turn off. That's how self-defense has to be. Over time, you're going to be building it, and the training is not going to be super intense. We're not agreeing to mutual punishment. We're not going 12 rounds in a boxing match, or we're going 5 rounds in an MMA pro fight. No, or 3 rounds in an MMA amateur fight. No, or a jiu-jitsu or wrestling tournament. We're getting away by any and all means necessary, and it's got to be fast. Um, and there's always things that over time you're going to be getting as your awareness level goes up, excuse me, as your comfort level goes up, your awareness level goes down. And this is something that we become an easier target when we're out having a good time with our friends and buddies, so forth and so on. And now we don't want to, we think we should have, could have, would have, but now it was too late. Most people come to me after the fact that they've been attacked, and I've helped thousands of people, and I still help people along that way. The biggest thing is your gut feeling is your God-given warning sign. Like that is something feels wrong, it is wrong. So we want to make sure that you register with that. And you're not going to feel helpless. You're going to feel confident and you're going to have like, oh, these moves work for everybody. Like I said earlier, they got to be easy that a 5-year-old can do, that a 95-year-old can do. In between, you're going to have different strengths and attributes that's going to help finesse that move a lot quicker. Um, and over time, people think, oh, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it next time. Well, this is delay until the wrong moment happens. And then you have the regret. The other thing is, who is this for? It's for moms. It's for kids. It's for sisters. It's for the elderly. Um, it covers, like I said, a wide range. It's for kids that don't want to be in sports. It's for people that are lacking confidence to build up some skill set. Everyday spots such as parking lots, shopping malls, you're going to a public restroom, going to a public park, you're going into after school pickups, everything's in here. It's for a lot of different situations and it is a universal, I call it street knowledge with a martial arts twist. Um, if you have busy schedule, schools, hey, we all been there. And unfortunately, you have to make time if you want to learn anything, regardless of learning a new skill set, well, you have to make time to go learn that new skill set. Same thing in self-defense. But the best thing is this is practical and it's empowering and it's family friendly. Everybody can do it together. And like I said earlier too, you're not agreeing to mutual punishment, going into a cage or a ring, and having years of training to find out that you put all your confidence in the stripe of a belt color that you have. When reality, I've never seen a street fighter that has any black belts, white belts. It's an intent of a rage and an engage he's looking for one thing to get or take something from you, or two things, excuse me. Um, so here's kind of the solution is, like I said, you get to 40 plus videos, wrist grabs, chokes, pins on the floor, escapes, family drills. And the most important thing is it's real life scenario, not passed into, I respect the tradition. If you're learning the martial arts and want to learn that tradition, absolutely, but know the difference and know the purpose of the training. Are you learning the art? Are you learning self-defense? Self-defense have no rules. It's not, their attack is going to be sudden and there's no preparation. You're not going to be able to call for help. You're not going to be able to rely on pepper spray, might, or mace to get it out and spray. And then you have to factor in if the wind's in here. I want this knowledge to be with you every part of your life. And I want you to teach this to somebody else. That way you put your seal of approval and you validate what you just learned. The other thing is it's going to teach you the mindset and the preparation to stay calm and breathe clear under pressure. I mean, it's scary and I've been there. I can relate. I was abused as a kid, so I'll tell you a little bit more as we get into this. But, you know, and the other thing too is it is family inclusive. Every age appropriate, from young kids to teens to the elderly. People can pick this up like a flash. I mean, it's going to take some time, but it's going to be a lot quicker, where it's like learning a new skill set. Um, Plus the cost of this course ranges, or excuse me, it is peanuts compared to what I charge for in-person. It's anywhere from $75 to 200 for a one-on-one session. Then if I'm doing a group class, it goes from 4 to 700, and that group class is limited now. Because I don't have a course or a big gym. I'm doing everything out of my garage. Um, the other thing too is you get lifetime value with skills to carry on for generations. You can't put a price tag on that. Let's see. Uh, yes. So, here's a little story about me. I didn't grow up in a great family neighborhood. I was brought up in the foster homes. I seen my mom abused at a very young age. Couldn't do anything to help her. And a guy full on hits her. So this is a lot more impactful to me to help women, kids, females have real skills that will carry on and that they will always be able to protect themselves. And you're not going to have to learn the hard way of what I went through to take me 40 years to shorten this learning curve to get this in your hands very fast. And martial arts gave me my purpose. The other, through stunt work, gave me some toughness. Had to fall off buildings, get hit through car or motorcycle, get kicked off, fake fights, and but the teaching and coaching gave me the most impact, because now I can serve you to your needs. Built this method, like I said, for my mom, but more importantly, I have two daughters, and I want to make sure that they're equipped and skilled and ready to go forth to protect in this world, and that they know their boundaries, and they do, which I'm so blessed that they are. And it's safe, practical, easy to learn. My mission is it's faith driven. God gave me a purpose, and I'm here on purpose to help serve through my trials and tribulations, to help others that are less fortunate. Teaching women, families to protect what God has entrusted you, and that is your family. The other things people are saying before, I mean, everybody's gone through self-defense course, but they've never gone through the hands-on approach where it's like, oh, I'm not coming in a big red suit. No, I'm coming in attacking you the way I'm going to be moving. And their confidence just skyrocketed. Easy, because they can poke you on the throat, poke you in the eyes. Those are two easy contacts that I've trained many fighters, many different people. I still can't tolerate a throat shot or an eye gouge. Very simple. Um, my daughter and I practice these drills, and they're life-changing, is what people tell me, and that is something that is so meaningful to my heart. And it's not just theory, it's real life scenarios, real things like, hey, create a distraction, get the reaction, take action. And it doesn't always have to be physical, it could be verbal. Hey, is that your money? Boom, I look, oh, there, it's time for me to get out of there. So, little tip on there. The other thing is, this is a call to action now here. You know, if you wait for the right moments, and excuse me, what did I say here? Don't wait for the wrong moments to remind you why this matters most. How much is it going to cost you if, God forbid, somebody takes advantage of you and you have to go through trial, through court, see them in there, and then not alone the psychological scars of counseling and other things that come up that is hard to work through. And you can work through them, and I have worked through them because I've had a lot of issues personally as well. The other thing too is, this is a full safety course. It's not something that, oh, we only can do this from standing, or we only can do this out here. No, we have three primary areas that we focus on during this course. It's open space, you're pinned up against a wall, a corner, or you're on the ground. The other thing is, you got to start building confidence by staying calm and protecting yourself and your family. And this isn't about showing off. It's about showing up for yourself and for the people you love, and giving them the skills that will last a lifetime.